What up, Nation? I'm Var here with another DCUO video, and today we are going to be on PC Test, taking a look at some of the changes that are coming in the upcoming episode 41, which is going to launch sometime here in August, live on DC Universe Online. That, like I said, is going to bring a lot of changes with it, and we are going to take a look at just a few of them. In today's video, we're going to look at the changes to the outside worlds. So as you're leveling up, or as you're raising your combat rating in DCUO, you run into various different worlds or different places and lands that you need to go to and do missions to level up your toon. And so until recently, once you pass the CR requirements and stuff for that particular area, you can just go back anytime you want, and even as a high level toon, basically just beast through those missions and those ads and those bosses and get feats and stuff that were intended for you to get as you were a low level player. So essentially they've fixed all that to where now when we go to these areas, we are going to be reverted back to the CR that was intended at the time. And so basically back to our earlier selves, and we're gonna have to play all of this stuff as though it's fresh to us again. So we're gonna try that out. We're gonna start with one of my favorite places to go, or what was one of my favorite places to go. To get there, we are going to use this new tool that is in the House of Legends, where you can select your episode destination based on tier. The latest episode there will be episode 40, which is, you know, I'm assuming each time a new episode comes out, that's going to get changed out, and the last one will get lumped into its tier. But they've taken our tier system that's now pretty huge and turned it into something a little bit more simple, so there will only be 6 tiers. I want to see what it's going to be like at the beginning, when I would go back and do stuff at Central City for feats that I needed on killing so many demons and stuff like that. You know, I would wait until I'm pretty overgeared to be there, honestly, to go back and do this stuff when it was a lot easier and took less time. So we'll see if that kind of thing is going to be possible. So we're coming to Central City, and you can see I went from being a top tier toon to being a combat rating 83, which I haven't been a combat rating 83 for like many years. It was actually a time it was kind of brutal back in the game when the game was young, because there was kind of this gap area. I think 83 might have been just a little bit beyond that gap area. I think I was thinking of somewhere in the mid to high 60s range was more of that gap where you didn't have a real good way to raise your combat rating. When this was introduced, we started getting some cool stuff, you know, added to our arsenals. We had utility belts at this point, and you know, different things to boost our CR. We got new masks and different stuff over here, I guess, depending on your CR level at the time. So I guess all these vendors are still going to be here, which is cool, even though they're replicated now in the House of Legends. I gotta go talk to the Flash.
Thanks for coming. Things have gotten crazy fast. Someone is using the Speed Force to tamper with my timeline. It's creating infinite paradoxes that are tearing down the dimensional barriers. Ruptures in the Speed Force are appearing everywhere. The poor citizens here came out to show their support for us heroes, and now they're being infected with extremely unstable Speed Force energy. We've got to do something quickly, or it's gonna burn them up. Hey, I think I have an idea.
Are you gonna tell us about it, Flash? Okay, so okay. Well, that was an objective that we had to complete, but it didn't do anything for us.
We've got inbound.
I can vibrate your molecules to tap into the ambient speed force. This ought to give you a boost and help you slow down those over-energized citizens and get them to safety. Just run alongside them, and the energy will be drawn away from them and into you. Good luck.
Okay, so this is going to give us 2 source marks. I like this mission, actually. Let's go see how hard it is or isn't. Well, we're getting probably blasted from other stuff. So these guys, Paradox Reapers. Okay, so I'm an 83. They're only a 73. So I still have a pretty decent gap here. Let's see what my skill points look like, shall we? Does that get tampered with? It does not seem to. Wait a minute. I don't think that's right. It's not showing me what it has done, but I can definitely tell that it's been done. Because my might should definitely be way more than 4,600. So yeah, it's definitely taken my stats way down, but it's just not showing me how much it's taken them down. Let's see how tough these bastards are. Okay, that's not horrible. I mean, I'm normally one-shotting them.
You think you can escape me?
They don't seem to be killing me too bad. Okay, that was not horrible. That is not horrible. See, my concern is if I have to kill 300 of these in order to get a feat, am I going to want to come back here ever again and do that? You know, that was my real big question with this video that I was trying to answer to myself was, you know, a couple months ago I came in here and I slayed like 1,000 of these bad boys for a feat, and it didn't take me that long to do. I don't know if the number was 1,000. I'm just saying it was a number that I had to hit, and I hit it, and it didn't take me a whole entire lot of time to do. Back in the day when I was trying to do it at level, it was exhausting. So my question was, if I still had those feats hanging out there, am I going to want to go finish them now before this goes live? In this case, it doesn't seem... And I'm sure there's people that are going to watch this video that are going to understand. You know, I've come in here with a pull before and had every ad on this map on me at one time and just been one-shotting them. Just like, zounk, bonk, zounk, bonk, and just one-shot the entire crowd. And I'm sure there's people that have been doing that for a long time. I don't think that's necessarily going to be possible, but it also isn't going to cause me to have a mental breakdown to come in here and kill 100 or 500 of these guys, so that's good news. But I do want to go and try to do the actual mission now. I don't think that's really going to change anything, really, as far as what we're trying to determine here, but let's just see. Because this wasn't easy before. So here goes one of these guys now. I'm going to run beside him and drain his power. Or run around him.
Hey!
Hi. Okay.
Thank
yeah, I got
you so
him.
much. This point in time will
I wonder what the boss... Now, it'll be rare that I run into a boss out here. If I were to do that, we'd be making this video for 3 weeks. I just was actually doing these not long ago, and the spawn rate of these bosses in this world is ridiculous. Like, it takes days. It took me days to complete. So I'll just do a quick look around here, because I want to see what the power level of the bosses is, how hard these boss fights are going to be now. Because that's, you know, what was just a solo now went back to being a group mission, probably. That, I would say, is going to be a definite. I'm pretty sure that the devs don't intend on keeping any of these bosses to where you can just go and beast them on a solo level. Yeah, I don't see him. We'll probably have to catch up with that in another video, but we definitely will. So far, so good. At least the low-level mission here is doable. And I'm not going to take our time to test every single one of these, but what we'll do is jump through and check it out. Kind of on a tier basis, so stay tuned, because our next video will be the next tier up, and we'll check and see how that compares to, you know, what we got to do now. But my verdict right now, one of my major fears was not being able to come and enjoy beasting open world content, and it doesn't look like that's going to be too much of an issue, at least not in the first tier section. So we'll see what else there is. More to come. Stay tuned to Var Nation. Be sure to throw us a like, share the video, and subscribe for more DC Universe Online. Also check out our Twitch channel, www.twitch.tv/Var Nation, where we will be live streaming a lot of the test server footage. But stay tuned for more on PC Test. For Light and Bodhi, this is Rock Var saying play on.